Hey everyone, just want to give a quick heads up that today's episode of Fruitless includes some semi-frank discussion of child abuse and pedophilia. So if that is something you are not comfortable listening to, feel free to skip this one. All right, on to the episode.
Open up your murder eyes and see the ugly world that spat you out. Okay, so here's what's going on.
Yeah, Riot Fest might be a good starting point. A lot of Steve Albini and Big Black t-shirts.
Yeah, I mean,
year.
I guess that makes sense, especially with it being the of course, the year of Steve Albini tragically passing. So he's on the mind for a lot of folks, it seems.
Yeah. So that was cool. Yeah, good fest. Kind of a weird one. Where other years have felt a little more. One of my friends put it this way: like the best years of Riot Fest feel like a big party, and the less good years feel like just a music festival. So this was a year that definitely felt like a music festival.
Yeah. Which isn't bad. That's
which isn't bad. There were definitely a few bands I wanted to see every day. But it was very clear there was like kind of like indie rock day, punk day, metal day. Different stages divvied up. I don't know. It was one of those things where it's like they were pitching at like a few kind of overlapping audiences that didn't overlap enough. So like when you get to the big party Riot Fest, it's like it's when they've gotten like you've got your like three strains of okay, we're getting juggalos this year, we're getting the hardcore kids. And like the retired scene girls or something like, you know, so and then I don't know, and somehow they find enough bands that are like connective tissue amongst those three. So this year the headliners were Fall Out Boy, Beck, and Slayer.
Okay. Yeah.
You're like, what kind of music festival even is this at a certain point?
Yeah. I mean, okay, part of this is just personal grievance with like not liking like what Fall Out Boy is anymore. So I guess that's part of my reaction there.
The show was great.
Yeah.
I mean, they're one of the few bands of kind of, I guess, my generation that are still like consistently selling out stadiums.
Yeah, I've seen them at a stadium show actually. Nice. Over 6 or 7 years ago now.
Okay,
but like what I kept getting hit by was just like, I think for me, because I liked Fallout, I was a Fall Out Boy fan at one point, right? I liked the earlier stuff, and I know that's like annoying to say, but I do, and it has a very. Like, I want that in a mid-sized venue with a mosh pit or something. You know what I mean? Like, not like a super crazy mosh pit, but a little push pit to dance or something like that. You know what I mean? That's sick. Yeah. And so then when I'm seeing it, this huge stadium, and then it's like these like kind of at this point kind of aging guys, and they're playing like, I don't remember what song it was, but they had like a flashing things of middle fingers, and it just felt so like an adult performing rebellion. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, but they do put on a good show still. But Beck, I'd kill to see Beck. Actually, I really love Beck. Beck.
Yeah, Beck. Beck was great. Yeah, Beck is great. No complaints about Beck. Glad I didn't stay for the whole set, but like I stood around for like a good 20-30 minutes, and he played enough stuff I know. I mean, I was a little bit more than a casual Beck fan, but
that's okay. That's still. This is a side of our music taste we've never talked about. I don't think. I'm a huge Beck fan. I don't know if you knew that.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's
love
great.
Beck.
Yeah, Beck's great. There's an entire like indie rock phase of mine, or like alt and indie rock stuff that I don't know, I still like, but isn't my main focus most of the. So I'm
there.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! Guero is my album. Like Guero is my Beck album.
I love Guero. So sorry, that's a visual thing for everyone listening. I just flashed my. I have Guero on vinyl. Sorry, go ahead.
No, yeah. So it's like I'm a Beck fan, but it's very much like, okay, I like Guero because it's the one he released when I was kind of aware of him. And then I think I just bought Odelay at one point.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he opened with Devil's Haircut.
Oh, that's a great. That's a good
ripped.
opener too.
It ripped.
Yeah,
I love Devil's Haircut. That's a great tune.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did all the Beck things. Got Girl, Guero. Didn't stick around for E Pro, which was the big, single off Guero. No, yeah, Beck was great. Not shitting that. Also just like giant stadium show in an open field. And then
Slayer.
Slayer was a religious experience for me.
Really?
Man.
Okay. Yeah. You're a big Slayer fan, right?
Well, yeah. I think it's so, man, the last year was the year of rediscovering hardcore, and rediscovering a certain stream of hardcore is like, oh right, I used to be super into 80s thrash. Yeah. And so this has been like rediscovering like weirdo pervert second and third tier thrash bands. So I mean, past couple weeks I've been listening to a lot of like Nuclear Assault and Coroner, and just kind of and stuff like, oh yeah, Suicidal Tendencies played Riot Fest.
Sick. Okay.
Still a going concern. Still rip. Like, because I'd seen some videos of the dude, Mike, and it's like, oh bro, you're looking a little rough. Can you still do it? He can still do it. He can still totally do it. He can sing the songs, and I'm pretty sure they didn't play Institutionalized, which I'm kind of like, you know what? Props. Like, you have some good songs besides that. And
yeah. And
that's the Guitar Hero one.
It's so memeified, that song, that I kind of respect that. Yeah.
I don't know, because it's like it's great, it's cool, but like, I don't know. Yeah, they just have other good shit. There's they've got a Dillinger Escape Plan guitarist in there now.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, so I think that's helping out, because I think just from like a visual kind of thing, like it looks like it's Mike Muir, the main dude who's kind of been the constant in the band the whole time, lead singer, lyricist, whatever. And then I think it's one of the original guitarists. Then they've got some young kid on bass who I've never heard of. They've got Ben Weinman of Dillinger Escape Plan on second guitar. And his whole thing is he just likes playing really technical kind of mathcore. They helped originate the style of mathcore, so he's used to playing like really complex fast stuff while also running around like a maniac and climbing on top of amps and speakers.
That's so sick.
So he's just doing his Ben Weinman shit while playing Suicidal Tendencies songs, which I'm sure are just a breeze for him, but kind of a weirdly technical band at the same time. Like it's
that's sick.
Thrash and crossover are kind of weird beasts. And then I think they got Jay Weinberg, the Against Me guy that Laura Jane Grace hates, who that got like kind of left Against Me shittily, then was Joey Jordison's replacement drummer in Slipknot for a few years, and then I don't know, I think they fired him or he quit again, and then he showed back up in Suicidal Tendencies like weeks later. And I think that's just shit you can get away with as a drummer. Like there's so few few good drummers. Like you can be a piece of shit like that, and you're still gonna get calls.
And it's like, oh god damn it. Oh man, no, that is totally true. I definitely have known some bands who I've have like, we talk to them in private, members in private. They're like, yeah, I fucking hate that guy.
But, he can play and he shows up to the gigs and
yep. This was a preview for a Patreon only episode. So check out the show notes if you want to hear more.